We've just stopped off at a cafe to grab some quick snacks on our ride around these beautiful rice fields.
Me and my new friend Fazio were going on some adventures. I would stick around for this one. It could be very interesting. I'm really hoping that there's not pork on the menu tonight after that. Made it. Just.
Hi, we're the Flying Finnies, a 50-something couple on their way to visit 60 countries before we turn 60. In our last video, we explored the southern Bukit Peninsula of Bali and had a great time visiting magnificent beaches and potentially the best sunset spot in Bali. So check out the link below to view some of these great sights and experiences. In this video, we hit the road and travel up through central Bali to the Jatiluwih rice paddies and the incredible waterfalls of MUNDUK. Jatiluwih richly deserves its UNESCO World Heritage status, and the ride to get there was both challenging and beautiful. So come and join us on the journey.
Good morning from the Jatiluwih, I think that's how you pronounce it, rice terraces. So
Yeah, welcome to this beautiful part of the world.
we thought we got up early, but it's only 9 o'clock and the sun is really high in the sky already. And I think this walk is supposed to take about an hour. In this area, you can do all these walks through the actual rice fields. There's different routes. Graham, of course, has chosen one of the longer ones, the blue one. We got up early to do it, thinking it would be nice and cool. It is peaceful. There's not many tourists around yet, but it's hot already, and the sun is very high in the sky for not even 9 o'clock in the morning. It's about 8:45, but it is gorgeous. I think it's going to take us a little longer than an hour because we've already stopped about 5 times to
Enjoy this beautiful
enjoy the
view.
and take some photos. And look at the backdrop here. And look at that. That's perfect. You can see the mountain and the rice terraces. What more could you want?
We got up at dawn to have a look at the sunrise, which again was spectacular.
Not voluntarily. There's a very confused rooster at the AirBNB where we're staying who started crowing at about 3 a.m. So by 6 a.m. we thought we really better get up and put him out of his misery.
As soon as that sun crested the horizon, it really started beating down. So we're back in our shorts and t-shirt and enjoying this beautiful weather.
It's amazing. You cut and grab with the scissors.
Okay. Yeah,
Very clever. Thank you. It's rare that I'm faster than Graham on a walk, but he's going very slowly trying to work out the irrigation system. But he's not an engineer, so it's going to take him a little bit of time to work it out.
It's the first time I think I've seen water flowing uphill, and it's doing my head in. And it's clearly these little system of weirs where the water has enough pressure to flow over the weir and then rise to a point where it, in theory, is flowing down, but it's actually continuing to flow uphill. I'm going to have to go and have a chat to someone.
Hope this bridge is safe. Not very.
So we are absolutely alone out here. There are a number of walking tracks that you can take. We are on the blue route, which was recommended to us because it's a little bit longer and you don't get as many sightseers wandering around this track. And the wonderful thing about it is that on either side of the path are these irrigation canals, little bubbling brooks that provide the soundtrack to today's walk. So it's now 10:15 and the sun is really starting to beat down. Getting here earlier in the morning to save yourself from the sun and also the others coming through, well worthwhile.
So we, whoops. We are walking to a waterfall, which is just behind the homestead that we were staying at. And it's kind of our first waterfall for today. Later on today we're heading further up into the mountains to a place called MUNDUK, which is famous for waterfalls. So this might be the first of many.
We spent only one night in Jatiluwih, which allowed us to watch the beautiful sunrise and beat the crowds, and there are lots of inexpensive homestays in the area. But we were keen to travel a little further north to MUNDUK, where we'd heard there were some of Bali's best waterfalls. Right here, absolutely free. Over there, I'm not too sure.
But I want to have a photo in the bird's nest. I'm joking.
Actually, I'm not sure she is joking.
Pretty epic view from up here. And for a fee, you can sit in that replica bird's nest and have your photo taken.
55,000, so what's that? $5.50 per person, $10, $11. I don't know, is it worth the bird's nest? The idea of swinging you out into the open abyss?
And just leaving me. It's probably worth the $5 just to get rid of me for a while. I think I'd rather spend that $11 on a couple of beers tonight. What do you think? I actually thought you were going to hit me then. Wait till you see this bridge I've got to come over. It looks like it's going to fall apart. Made it.
What a beautiful day to go walking to a waterfall.
So we're going down to the Red Coral Waterfall, I think it's called. We don't know how far it is, but I can hear it, so it doesn't sound too far. But it's just, look how beautiful it is. Look, we're sort of in the middle of this mountain, we're in the valley. Gorgeous. Green, not too hot. Perfect day to celebrate me today. The sound of the waterfall is getting louder, which means we must be getting closer.
Definitely worth doing.
I feel like a wet sheep. Smell like one too. Our merino's a little bit damp, but it'll make for a nice easy climb up the hill. Nice and cool.
Directly in this waterfall, which is lovely and cooling. We didn't expect to find the world's best hot chocolate when visiting waterfalls in Bali, but that's exactly what happened.
So good.
Yeah.
What is it?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Oh, it's the cinnamon. Yeah.
Love the smell of it. So good. Thank you, Terraces.
Yeah, sama-sama.
Cacao with sugar.
good for the hot chocolate.
Oh,
You both taste hot chocolate.
What's the best hot chocolate? Yes. Thank you.
Did you have hot chocolate here?
Yes.
It's
Oh,
good.
it was
think.
What do I think? We hadn't planned to stop for hot chocolate and vanilla tea and fried bananas, but those lovely girls gave such a great review of this place, we couldn't resist. And smell that hot chocolate, and it smells amazing. I've got FOMO.
Just wondering whether I should be stirring it with my cinnamon stick.
Is it good?
That's decadent, but it's so good. I have some banana now. I think we're moving in.
The lovely ladies who ran this cafe also gave me a quick cooking lesson on how to make these delicious banana fritters. So Graham's got the very decadent hot chocolate. I've got the less decadent vanilla tea. I'm just going to put a bit of palm sugar in it. Because I'm not quite sweet enough. It is delicious, but I don't think it's quite as delicious as the hot chocolate. I definitely have FOMO here. I'm going to have some of his hot chocolate. Hang on. He definitely made the better choice here. I'll just have some more before he takes it back.
I think we've agreed that that is potentially the best hot chocolate we have ever tasted in our lives. It's just that I'm getting in a little bit of trouble from the birthday girl for having scoffed it down so quickly. There are 3 main waterfalls within walking distance of MUNDUK village and a few a bit further away. We spent about 4 hours exploring those closest to MUNDUK and were not disappointed.
We just climbed down some incredibly steep stairs to get here, but wow, was it worth the climb? It's going to be worth the climb back out because this is stunning.
There is an incredible amount of water flowing over these waterfalls, hitting the bottom and then throwing up all of this spray. Very cooling.
It's a long walk back up, as you can hear, but definitely worth it.
Like Jatiluwih, there were many accommodation options in MUNDUK, with our hotel costing around about 48 Australian dollars a night. We would recommend each of the places we stayed in, and we've put links in the description below if you want to take a closer look.
How's your dinner? How's your dinner? Hey? As always though, the thing that makes this area really special is the people that you meet along the way and the extra special care from the hosts that we had.
And as always, the food we experienced along the way was delicious and inexpensive. Whether eating at roadside diners or in our homestay, we were able to sample a range of great dishes from around this region.
I just figured out I can film myself if I want while I'm riding. It's going to be great footage of up my nose.
Before we wrap up, we should mention Tracey's new wheels, her Fazio 125cc scooter, which was more than up to the task of getting us around the Central Highlands of Bali. Once again, Bali Motion set us up for success, and the scooter was virtually new.
Here's my new wheels. Fazio. It's very much like the Vespa that I ride at home. It's red. That makes me a little more obvious on the roads, less likely to be hit by somebody. And it also means that Graham will be able to find me wherever I am in case I fall too far behind, or who knows, maybe I'll get too far ahead.
Okay.
I was really excited to have a bike of my own to ride again, but I was a little bit worried about where all the luggage was going to fit. After some creative repacking and a very useful octopus strap, we were ready to be on our way.
I reckon we're looking pretty good.
What's going on with Fazio? Apart
Tracey.
from me.
So don't forget to join us on the next leg of our 1,200 kilometre Bali adventure as we travel the coastline of this magnificent island. Until then... How did that go?
It was great.